Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? It is me, Angie, coming on to do a new layout project design. Never seen this done before, so it is so exciting and so fun to bring this to you. Okay, I had these leftover strips from my previous project that I just finished yesterday from my desktop writing journal. So I was trying to think of what I could do with these, and I thought of belly bands. Okay, and that's what we're going to be doing today, but we're going to give it a little twist. We're going to do a double-sided belly band. It's one belly band, but it's double-sided, and you'll see what I mean here in just a moment. Now, you need the 11-inch length if you want it to be for your full standard size journal, which is 8.5 in height on your pages. Okay, so that's why this one's bigger, but then you know how on our journals, we also do different sized pages. So then I have this size here, which is a little bit shorter. So those would be perfect for the little smaller pages that we put in our journals. Okay, now rather than having the square corners, I was trying a couple different layouts. And I do have my dies, my die cut edges that gives you a little design. But I didn't want to pull that out. So on this one, I chose to use a scalloped punch, and I just went in like this, and I tried to, do two pieces of paper at the same time so I'd get the scallops to line up, and I just punched, and then I turned it around and I did the other side. So that is a really cute layout. And then on this one, again, I tried to cut two at the same time, and I just used my craft cut scissors, and it didn't do too well because this is really thick cardstock, and it wouldn't cut real well through two pieces, as you could see the tattered edges. So we won't be using this one today. I will clean up and decide on something else on these, but that's going to take some time, so I'll do that off camera. Okay, so I really like this layout. Okay, if you wanted to, you could just round the corners. I mean, I have one left here. I mean, it's just totally up to you how you want to do the ends. So that gives you a few different options for the ends. Okay, square, rounded, scalloped. You can do a design down the sides, totally up to you. But my thought was we would do, let's do this one. And this is the shorter one. My thought was we would just do like a collaged design on the fronts of these. And I brought in some random papers of my scraps that I have and some bits and pieces that I thought might go. And we're just gonna do a little collage on here, okay? And see what we can come up with. Those colors look nice together. I got some music page. I just got a little bit of everything here. Book page. I really like this blue. So how is everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well. I was really excited to come on and do this project with you guys. I'm sure it'll be a hit and you'll love it. Okay, let's start with that. And what else do we got here? Maybe that book page. Maybe some of this. I need to invest, one day I will, in the craft tear rulers, so it'll make it this process a lot faster. I will one day, but I don't know when. I will one day. And I have this paper here, and what I usually just use the edge of my desk if I want a straight cut. But I kind of like the jagged cut, so that tore kind of jagged. I like that. And just do yourself a little collage, however you want it. And we got to do two sides because this is going to be, so maybe we can do, I don't know if I want that. I've got this vintage paper here. Let's get a piece of that in here. And you got to do, I would say, do both sides the same, you know, using kind of some of the same papers since it's one unit, one project. Now, if you know what page that this project's going to go on, you can tie in the colors. You know, if you know this page, it's going to go on this side, so kind of match it up, and then when you flip it over, match the designs for that page. Totally up to you, if you know what I mean. Ooh, let me take my sweater off here. But we're just going to kind of get a little matchy thing going here. We need a little more different color. Let's bring in some of this one. I don't know if I like that blue. Okay, we'll start there. We'll see how that looks. And okay, so we're just doing a little collage. So we're just going to lay these pieces down. We're going to ink our edges. And this is a great project to use up your scraps. Collaging. Just so you have kind of neutral colors that kind of go. And I need my glue book. Have a little cohesiveness to it. And then which color did I do next? This one? And I have a lot of bits and pieces here for bringing in maybe a focal point. I just grabbed a few random pieces and some labels and just a little this and that. Okay, let's put that down. And we're just having to play with scraps here. Okay. And they don't have to be vertical strips. We can, you know, you can do your collaging any way that you want. I just have long pieces, so I'm just doing them that way. But however you want to collage, it's up to you. They don't have to be the same if you don't want them the same. There's that piece of book page. We can maybe bring that in. We don't know. Let's just take a look. Oh, I just saw on this piece of paper it has the word autumn. So I'm going to have to make sure if I use that piece that I have that strip showing. Maybe we can even use this little bit here. Let's see if I can get some ink on the edge of it though. Without tearing it. Okay, let's see what we can come up with here. Alrighty. We'll I'll start with that piece first since it's the largest of them. Okay. Maybe a piece of this. Like I said, they don't all have to be long pieces. Get a little color on the edges. Almost out of glue here. We'll bring this one up a little higher. Why not? A little long though. Tear that down just a bit. Now these are belly bands, so we don't want them to be too bulky. Okay, there's that. Let me get these little bits out of the way. Now we need maybe a little focal piece. Let's see what we've got. I like that. Let's use these two. So I'm going to cut that out. Quick cut on this. Okay, and that is, I guess we can get away with that. Maybe trim it down on the sides, just a sliver. Okay, get those up. Maybe bring in a little cheesecloth, a little lace. Trim whatever you want to use. I don't know. The possibilities are endless, guys. Okay, and we'll stick that down. Try and get it straight. That's good enough. Okay, now we want to go on the edges. Okay, and the last step, guys, all you have to do is determine the size of your page. And I don't know what this is going to be for this particular one, but I will use it, and I will just make sure I have a page that it will fit on. Okay. Bringing in a little more color. Okay, good enough. All right, so now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to make sure they're right side up, and we're going to put the blank sides back to back, just like that. Okay. And see, that's why I was trying to cut them the same, so the scallops would line up. See, this one's just a little bit off, and I will just trim that up. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to glue. Now there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can glue it right across the ends. You can put a staple. You can wrap it, use a little piece of washi tape, cover it, however you want to do. We're going to just glue it on this particular one. Okay, so you just want to, so say your page, this is, the total project is about 8 inches. So say we're going to do, I'm going to line this up. And we are going to just go right from the edge of the scallops. Okay, and we're just going to run a straight bead of glue. Hope you can see this in camera. Right across. Oh. And of course, the glue is not coming out. So let me give that a poke. Okay, I'm going to run a bead of glue right across there. I'm going to give it a hold. I'm going to come over here. I'm using my grid lines for my visual here. I'll just turn it around. And we're going to run a bead of glue. And if you want, you can go all the way up on this little scallop portion. As a matter of fact, would probably be a good idea. Okay, so let me do the same with this side. This is some pretty thick cardstock here, so I don't want to bend it. Okay, there we go. Give that a press. So let me clean up my ends here, if I can, just a bit. And I should have some smaller scissors for this. As a matter of fact, I think I do here somewhere. A little bit smaller anyway. Let's try and use these. That'll work a little bit better. Alrighty. Trim that up just a bit. And like I said, you can do the decorated edges, decorate cut on the edges as well if you wanted to. But I just thought of my little scallop here, and I thought that would just be really, really cute. Okay, so that's it, guys. Look at that. Now, how it's going to go on your page is like so. Let's see, so we'll use this as your page. Bring this in, and I'm just going to fold it down. So it's probably going to be about 7 inches-ish. So say your page is about like that. That's your page right there. This will slide on. Oh, needs to go a little shorter. Let's see if that'll work. Okay, so that's your page. And it just slides on, and you've got a double page belly band. Look at that. Just like that, guys. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh, I love it. So then you've got a belly band on this side. And you can put your little goodies in there. Then when you turn the page over, you've got your belly band on that side. And your tuck spot. Isn't that fantastic? I absolutely love it. Okay, let's see on this larger one. Now, like say we wanted one, I'm not going to worry about the scallops right now. Say we wanted one for 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Okay, so now this one I'd want to be a little bit more precise. So I have to figure out my 8.5 by 11 space to accommodate my page. And I'm just going to use, if I can find a pencil. And of course I cannot at the moment. I had one. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to allow 1 inch on the end for our cutting and our gluing. And then we want it to be 8.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. And we're going to give a little extra, about 1/4 inch, just for allow the seepage when we glue it, okay? And also what you could do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I'll just erase those little tick marks. What you could also do is just put a staple, okay? We're going to do that this time, okay? And the way I did this was it was very difficult, but I'm going to try and do it on camera with you guys, so it doesn't cut through, is I pulled it like so, and I'm going to try and keep in mind where my tick mark is, okay? Keeping your paper straight, lining them up in the center, and we're going to cut. Like that. Okay, and we're going to do the same with the other side. And I'm going to pull the opposite side out. And line it up. And try and get it straight. And pardon me with the shaking, so I'm going to have to push really hard. Make sure my papers are straight. See, I'm going through 2 pieces of paper. It's very difficult. There we go. Whew. All right. So let's find where my tick marks are. Did I cut them away? I did. That's okay. We will line this up again and make them again. So there's my half. So let's say we put our glue mark right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to have to come up to about there. Okay, so we're going to have to come right up to the edge. So this is the amount that's going to be sticking out. Right about there and right about there. That's where we're going to put our glue marks, or our, say we wanted to just do a little staple. Okay, let's do that. And you can always cover the staple up. Okay, put one right in the center. Come and do the other side. Right in the center. And I brought a couple of thin washi tapes. You can just cover those up. Put a little glue on those. Almost out of glue stick here. I have to get a new one. And I'm just giving you a different option of your closures, of sealing the 2 pieces together. And if the stapled look, maybe you want to use the little decorative colored staples and let the staple be exposed. That's totally an option as well. Okay, but if you prefer the staple not to be seen, this is just an option for you. Okay, and then you do your collaging and your decorating and your inking as normal. Now keep in mind that depending on the size of your journal, some people like to have their journal cover to be the exact size of your journal pages, maybe give or take, you know, 1/8 of an inch. So if that is, this little portion will be exposed through the top of your journal. Some people like to have a little extra space just for these types of designs, for ruffles and tabs and you know, little dangles. So some people like to have those things out, you know, a little piece of lace peeking out, so to speak. Okay, so this is your 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Okay, and then it will slide just like that. Oh my gosh, I'm in love, guys. Really, honestly, I am in love. Let's see, we've got some gold here. Let's use, I like this vintage look. Printable here. Let's use another piece of this. And I like this. Let's use that. Let's use a piece of this. It's got some pretty colors in it. Maybe some of that. And we'll use this book page. Okay, let's do that. Get at least one side decorated before my time runs out. I got 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, but you get the idea. Just decorate both sides and just use whatever closure you like to, which you'd like to use, whether it be a staple. Again, I just thought of here, say you don't want to use a staple, but you want to use some washi. Just do your measurement. Make sure you have your 8.5 inch space for your page, and you can just do a complete wraparound with your washi tape. Again, you want to reinforce this, but maybe you want to do something like this and go all the way around. Of course, you want to make sure it's straight. Okay. Maybe do a couple times just to make sure it's nice and secure. And reinforce your washi tape, because washi tape is temporary, you know, and do something like that. Put a little flower, a little something up there. Since we've already got our staple, we definitely need to cover that up. But that's just an option as well. Okay? So let's get this down. And then we will do, let's do this one. Maybe something like that, and bring in a, I don't know, let's see what I got here. It's nice. Maybe something like that. I like that too. Let's do this one. Okay. And I'll use a little wet glue on this piece. Okay. Look at that. How pretty is that? Okay. Well, at least we got one side decorated, but you get the idea. I am going to remove this. I just wanted to show you an option of, where's my end at? There it is. Of closure, for a closure. I kind of like that look right there. That looks good to me. Okay, and again, there is our one side decorated, and all I gotta do is decorate the other side. But I think this is a game changer, guys. Look at that. How awesome. I love it. So I hope you liked the project today, guys. Hope you give it a try. Put some of these double paged belly bands in your journals and have some fun, okay? So give me a like, give me a comment, give me a share if you like the project. Thank you so very much for your time today, guys. Take care. See you on the next video. God bless. Bye-bye.